over in NoDa in the Arts District, and my guest today is Christa Csoka, and she's the owner and chef of the Artisan's Palate, which is where we're standing in right now, which will be opening soon. We'll talk about that in a second. But we're actually at 36th Street and almost at the corner of the Plaza.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is a dynamite space. There's so many things I want to talk about this, because I want to give them a little bit of background on you and what you do, but I also want to talk about, because I know you personally, and you have amazing design taste. And so I came in and I'm a little brain blown, because I absolutely love the staining on the concrete floors, and I love the lighting, and so I want to talk about your design, but I also want to talk about obviously the food and the drinks. So I guess let's just kind of start with how did you find the space?
So I had been looking for 2 years, and basically this sort of fell upon the space. My broker, Karen Wingate, she's amazing. We probably saw, I don't know, 100 spaces. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And when I walked into this one, I got a feeling. It's weird, but I did. I just felt like this was the right area. I used to live in Pleasant Midwood, and I always knew that there had to be a gateway between the two neighborhoods. And I remember the association used to talk about that, we should bridge the gap. And I thought, what better place than right here, because the plaza's right there, and then 36th Street. And also, I really love the idea of the owners of this space, because they were already commissioning an artist to do a mural, and they had told me that they were doing that. I thought, well, that's right up my alley.
I mean, there's a great mural on the side, which I'll take a picture of and put in the comments afterwards. But I totally agree with you, because once NoDa Bodega came over here next door, it really started pulling people down this way. And now that this little strip is going to develop, I think you're going to see a lot more foot traffic over here. It's great. It will happen. It'll happen.
No, and I mean, we have a yoga studio going in, so it's really a good complement. I think maybe a CBD dispensary, which is also a good complement. So I mean, there's a lot of things that the owners are really trying to be. I think they're trying to be purposeful about what the space is, which I think is really a good thing. And so the area just made sense for me. And also, I think with the neighborhood and the majority of the people in NoDa being artists or art appreciators, it just really makes sense for what we're trying to do.
And the thing that you're trying to do that I think is really kind of dynamite and interesting is that you are focusing on art. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I know we started talking about this, and I know there's an art gallery that's in the works. Are you focusing on featuring one artist a month, or how is that going to work?
Yes. Originally, we thought it was going to be one every 2 months. But I've already been booked through summer 2020, so I realized I really with that 2-month model, so we decided we're going to change that and make it one a month. And our idea is that artist will be the focus for that month, only that artist, and it'll be all about promoting them and helping them to sell. Because a lot of artists are seasoned and they know what they're doing, and they know that you should make prints of your art and sell it. What's that called? I just lost my train of thought. Limited edition prints, where they can make money off of that as well. So we'll be selling them up at front at the register when you go order your coffee.
Oh, that's awesome. And
so we're going to try a lot of different ways to help promote the artists and get them paid, because that's really the purpose is they work really hard at what they do, and I mean we all work really hard, but they they don't really get paid what they should for their work. And I think that having an environment where there's art and food and wine and just sort of this really cool community gathering spot will hopefully help promote that. And we'll do some events that specifically focus on the artist. So whether it's that they want to tell a story with their art, or if they want to tell a story that's them, whether it's culturally or their background in art, we're going to help to tell that story through food and music and different things like that for when we do the promotion for them.
Let's talk about the food.
Yes.
So I know you had a couple different visions and ideas, and I know you're kind of slowly rolling things out. What does that look like?
So we plan on rolling out, so we're coffee, we're wine, we're beer, we're cocktails, we're small plates, we're a bakery, but we're sort of putting it all in a nice little package where whatever it is that you want to do, we're all the things. And so we want to, if you like coffee but you don't want to, you don't like wine or you don't drink alcohol, then you can come in at night and have coffee. So, but we're going to start off by June 1st. We're going to do coffee and bakery. That's a loud noise. I think that's
it's windy.
just have to play music louder.
There you go.
And then, so we'll open June 1st for coffee and bakery and pretty much do some parties in between. So
Yeah.
I don't really want to call it soft openings, but that's kind of what it'll be. So we'll have, friends and family, and we'll invite the neighborhood, and we'll do different events at night.
Are you thinking special events? What are you thinking?
Well, definitely special events for that time frame of June. We're going to do special events when we open, and they'll be sort of as we discover what the neighborhood wants.
Right.
Obviously, we're going to be doing always at least 2 events for each artist. Obviously, when they first, their collection is first shown, we'll have a party. They'll invite their, people that they know and their, collectors, and then we'll invite people too that are art appreciators. And so we'll do this, nice event where we focus on them.
Yeah.
And it's going to be at least 2, maybe 3 to 4, just depends on how that goes over. We're also going to kind of sit back and listen to the neighborhood, because we're something different, and we want to see what everybody wants. If it turns out that they want us to make breakfast sandwiches in the morning, maybe we do that. Now currently that's not the plan, but that's something that we're open to sort of adapting with what the neighborhood wants. And I think that because we have full service coffee program, we have a bakery, in-house bakery, plus we'll be also doing some artisanal breads and stuff from other vendors that are local. We're also concentrating as much as we possibly can on local produce.
Love that.
We will be seasonal, so even to our cocktails, you won't find any strawberries in the middle of winter, that kind of thing.
Right.
So that's basically what we're going to do to open up.
Yeah.
And then the hope is June 29th. I know it's a Saturday. We plan on that's our grand opening, but we're not really going to do a grand opening party. We're going to do all these little parties leading up to that, and then just kind of officially on the 29th. Okay, now we're open all the time. And it'll be 7 to 11 at that point.
Okay.
And at night there'll be small plates.
Gotcha.
So
I mean, you're an amazing chef. What's one of your favorite dishes that you're gonna have featured?
honestly,
what's definitely on the menu?
Definitely on the menu is going to be my shrimp and grits, because I'm a New Yorker, but I was born in Georgia because I'm a military brat. So, and I'm obsessed with shrimp and grits. And so I have a little bit of a twist and take on it, but you will come in and it will feel like comfort food. It will feel like that, that comfort food that you expect with it.
Yeah.
Just we like to call it rustic but refined.
Yeah.
Because we want you to have enough food that you feel, if you order 2 or 3 small plates, you're good. You could, that could be substitute for dinner.
Right.
But we want you to have that feeling when you taste everything.
Right.
So that's one of the one of the items that will definitely be on.
Are you doing specialty cocktails?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, actually I'm doing cocktails where a group of friends, my friends sort of over time that here in Charlotte and some not in Charlotte, naming them after them. So what I've done is I've asked them what do you like? What booze do you like? What alcohol do you like? What are the flavor profiles that you kind of, gravitate towards? And they tell me, and then I came up with a cocktail for them. So, I have a friend named Stephanie, that Stephanie,
Yes.
hers is called the Southwood, and we basically, the cocktail has pear in it, and Prosecco, and vodka, and that's sort of her, things that she likes, a little ginger in there,
Right.
and it'll be a really nice brunch drink, for when we probably open up for brunch too.
Yeah.
That won't be at first, but we will definitely, look at that down the road for opening up for brunch.
Well, and I think you say bakery, and people tend to think more like a sunflower or that sort of thing, but that's not your vision. That's not the direction this is going at all.
No,
It's a little more, it's upscale, but as far as the food, but it's super casual
Yes.
and comfortable and,
Yep.
It's
It's comfortable, rustic but refined, comfortable and casual, but also, sort of artistic.
Yes.
The baker that is going to be working here, and actually she may be a partner as well. She is a German baker, and so we are going to have probably the only place in here that will have straight up German pastries.
Yeah.
So we're going to have like streusels and a whole bunch of other wonderful things that she's sort of designing in order to have here. But then we're also going to bring in croissants. And because I'm French trained, so we've got to have the croissants. We'll have cafe au lait, you got to have croissant with that. And we'll also be bringing in some artisanal breads from local vendors as well. So we're sort of looking at having the pastries and also a dessert program.
Right.
You can come in at night, have a glass of wine, and we're going to have small bite options for dessert. So I personally am like a one bite wonder at the end of the meal. I just want one little bite of something sweet.
Especially if you're trying to watch what you're eating,
Right.
but like you just, you just want to sample.
A little taste,
Just
a little taste.
I love this idea.
Yeah, and so there'll be between $2 and $4, depending on what it is, obviously.
Yeah.
Rather than like 8 to 12 for a big, huge slice of cake. You know,
Which
this
you're
way,
never going to finish.
which you're never going to finish, and everyone shares.
And then you
this
feel
way.
bad afterwards
Yep.
because you're overindulged.
Yep.
I'd rather have just a little of this and a little of
Yeah,
that.
and you can try a little bit of a few things, and that's one of the things that I kind of think of this place as, you know, where would I want to hang out? What would I want if I went to a place?
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that we pay enough, you know, attention to all those details that, you know, that everyone feels that way too.
And you're going to have an outdoor space too, correct?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Music, what are you guys doing as far as that?
So we will have music piped throughout because music is huge. I can't cook without music, so
Right.
we'll hear music in the kitchen. But and probably will be what's out here as well.
Right.
But we also plan on doing, you know, we're the Artisan's Palate because it's not just, you know, necessarily visual arts.
Right.
In fact, a lot of the guy that's doing the bar and making the furniture, you know, he's an artisan. And
Nice.
so we, you know, I'm going to be promoting that as well. We might, you know, even sell like leather, you know, handbags. I know someone that makes that. So, I mean, we're going to be for all artists and artisans.
Gotcha.
And to include live music, to include even performance art, depending on what.
This is going to be a great hangout space.
I hope so.
Cool. So let's talk about the space. So I love the lighting. Absolutely love the concrete floors. How do you see this? I mean, I know we're still in an active construction site.
Right.
How is this going to kind of play out? I think let's do a tour.
Sure. Okay. So the idea is, you know, this is going to be the one door that you come in. We have this beautiful, huge garage door, which we will be opening. Of course, we need to kind of keep a barrier so that people, you know, we have to be able to keep track.
Right,
safety
sure,
reasons
of course.
and stuff. So
Right.
this will be the door that you come in. And this right here will be your coffee counter. So there will be display cases for our pastries. And then over here is where you'll order coffee.
Okay.
And then over here is where you'll pick up. Now, originally, I had looked at this space as, okay, separation, when you're waiting for your coffee, the barista's making it, it's, you know, it's, let's say a latte, all the things.
Right.
So this is where you can hang out. But then when I started looking at this space, I realized this is a great opportunity for a community table. So this is going to become a community table.
Sweet.
So we have the guy who's making the furniture is going to put like a big top on it. It's going to be awesome.
Cool.
And this is the bar, so you pick up coffee here when you're order over there. But then this is also where pickup will be in the evening for servers.
Okay.
So this then from here over is the bar, and we will have nitrous coffee from Magnolia. That's actually our coffee provider, and they're helping with our coffee program, which is huge because they're awesome guys and they have helped me so much. I can't even tell you. So because of how amazingly wonderful their nitrous coffee is that I tasted, I had no intention of having brewed beer. But I realized I had to have that nitrous coffee. So I was like, well, if I'm going to have a kegerator anyway, so now we're going to have at least 5 local, you know, on tap beers as well.
Nice.
And then of course beer, wine, and crafted cocktails.
Gotcha.
And the cocktails will be seasonal, just like the food. They will be named after friends. So you'll see that, you know, people will ask, well, what is this? And I'll say, that's my friend, you know. So I have a friend named Vivi, her name is Lee, and she was named after Vivian Lee from, you know, Gone with the Wind.
Okay,
so
cool.
there's a Vivian Lee on the menu. So I mean, those are the kind of things that we're doing.
Yeah. So what do we have over here?
So over this way is sort of the common area. We will have tables and chairs. And then this right here, this whole wall is going to be a retail wall. So we'll sell retail beer and wine.
Okay.
And it's kind of, the look and the vibe is industrial chic, sort of reclaimed with piping. So we're going to have a reclaimed with piping. You know, keep everything sort of, you know, just relax and chill, but a little bit, you know, lift it up just a little bit with the chandelier and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then we'll have retail over here, including cold beer and wine. Probably selling some local honey, some local jams and stuff like
I
that.
love that you're supporting local.
Oh, absolutely, a big way. It really, it's to me, it's so important. And there's, I mean, I just found out about Place of Honey, and then they're amazing. So we're going to be selling Place of Honey, and I'm going to be using it on charcuterie and boards and stuff, and cheese and stuff. So I mean, we're really excited about working with all the local produce, as much as we possibly can.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can't always, but as much as we possibly can, we're going to. In fact, I'm going to try some. Apparently, somewhere in Georgia, they have a beer and ham. Iberico, so not from Spain, but in Georgia. So I'm going to look into that. So stay tuned, because that's something that we want to, as much as we can, like taste the produce and make sure that it works, and then focus on that locally and really more regionally. So we're not just focusing on just Charlotte, but really the South and regionally. So like Piedmont Culinary Guild, they really do that, and so I'm going to kind of follow their lead.
Very cool.
So we'll have couches and chairs over here.
Loungy.
I like loungy.
And so let's check out the gallery. Oh wait, what do we have here? Anything here?
Just an office.
Okay, never mind. We're going to skip that. Don't look. Keep going.
That's where I'll be meeting all the bills.
This is a dynamite space. I
Yes.
love this ceiling.
This is the gallery. So the ceiling was designed sort of in collaboration, because they were going to put tiles similar to what's right out there, and I know that would be horrible. You can't do that. This is like a beautiful art space. I said, why can't we just leave it exposed? And my contractor, who's amazing, Don Belch, was like, well, there's all the wires, you have to have something.
Right.
So then I said, well, what if we just kind of had like a cool intermix thing? And he says, well, if we're going to do that, can we make it organic? So he designed this.
No way.
Yeah, and that was his input, and I absolutely love it. So
Super cool.
Everything that I could have imagined, I trusted him explicitly, and he just totally came through, because it's amazing.
Yeah, that was great.
Thanks. So this space is for one artist at a time. There'll be, we can use in all different mediums. I have a guy, actually I'll show you in a minute, because his sculptures are here.
Oh, cool.
They're going to go out on the wall outside, and they're going to be planters, but he'll do a showing in here as well.
Nice.
So we'll do ironworks or pottery, obviously paintings, photography. The first artist is a photographer. So, that's basically what we're going to do, is, focus on one artist at a time for 1 month. Their story will be in vinyl or in a plaque or whatever they want here. All of our servers, all of our staff will know who the artist is and their story, and be able to help sell and promote. So everyone's going to be cross-trained, and particularly in understanding and knowing that this is art forward.
Nice.
The Artisan's Palate is art forward. That's what I want them to think and know. Yes, we're serving food, we're serving drinks, but this is what it's all about.
Cool. Is there anything else you want people to see? I'm pretty sure we can skip restrooms.
Yeah, we can skip restrooms. You can see this back area. Now, this isn't going to be necessarily, it's not really going to be like an eating area, but you can take your glass of wine back. It's going to be more like an additional loungy area.
Gotcha.
We'll have some tables back here and some loungy sort of chairs, but it's mostly going to be a garden. Yeah. Sort of a hidden garden with, and it's fully shaded, so it'll be, just think like mossy and sort of lush and and green. That's what this is going to be.
Okay, very cool.
And this door locks, so I have to keep it open.
All right, yes, let's not. Oh wow, okay.
Yes, it's a decent sized patio.
It's a really good sized patio. So this is awesome. So what do you'll have? Will you have like high top like tables and chairs, or
No,
more
just
like
Adirondack
chairs?
actually Adirondack chairs.
There you go.
And probably some other little like cushiony kind of sectional. It's really going to be more lounging. We will have some tables back here, but it won't be service back here. So if you come back here, you kind of come yourself. It will be gated off because that's actually required by the city.
Right.
So you will only be able to get to it through the space.
Right.
There's going to be murals and all kinds of greenery.
Oh, this is cool.
So it's going to be a really cool, hang out. And like a day like this where it's just this beautiful breeze like this, I'd want to come back here with sweater on and and have a cup of a cocktail or a cup of coffee. Yeah, at night definitely a cocktail. But like right now I'm like, I could go for a cup of coffee back here. So that's what I'm hoping people would do.
Yeah. So tell us again, when is your soft opening?
Soft-ish opening, like when we sort of open for coffee, is June 1st, the hope.
Okay.
Mostly because we still are dealing with the city. They have to approve this patio. So there's a lot of things that still have to get tied into a nice pretty bow.
Yeah, sounds good.
But that's the hope, is June 1st.
Yeah. And anything, so if artists want to get in touch with you, how would they reach you?
Well, they have been doing it through Instagram because that's sort of the artist thing. So they message me with Instagram. Yeah. They can email me. If you go to
and how do they find you on Instagram?
It's the Artisan's Palate.
Spell it.
Okay. TheArtisanspalate. Okay. And then you'll see the mason jar with a fork and paintbrush, that's our logo.
Okay.
So
that's the best way to get a hold of you is either on Facebook or
yeah,
or
Facebook
okay.
Facebook message or Instagram message.
Okay.
That I didn't realize that was going to be my method of communication. I'm older, so I'm like, but now I'm so used to it that it seems to be the way that they communicate. I mean, I'm all like, here's my email and my,
here's my phone number,
and then I'm getting the messages that way. So I'm used to it now. So it's fine.
I think we're the same age.
Yeah,
so
I know
shush.
we are. Well, but I know it's like I'm just now starting to understand social media and how important it is, and I love that the younger generation is so good at it, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So.
But I think this is going to be a great addition to NoDa. I love the fact that people are going to be here and hanging out, and I think with the yoga studio and everything else coming in this year, this should be a really nice addition to the neighborhood. So thanks for talking with me today and giving us a sneak peek and a little preview of what's to come. And we'll definitely be here for the opening.
Okay, yay.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, you have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon.